Good afternoon, fellow punters. Mickey D. Witchy at about 1:15 on Tuesday afternoon, with a few selections for tomorrow, the first day of the Dante meeting in York. Before I get on to York, there's two horses that I just had my eye on um, elsewhere. The 345 at Worcester, Rosie Redrum. It won a bumper first time out and was second in a listed bumper in Newbury. It had an off day the last day when it went off favourite for the Grade 2 in Aintree. It's a 4-year-old filly. It's well bred, and it's interesting that it's kept going by trainer Milton Harris, who's going all right in the last 21 days. He has 4 winners from 15 runners. So that'll probably be favourite, and we could double it with the 240 at Gowran Park. Shamaiyna, Chris Hayes riding for Dermot Weld. It's a 3-year-old filly out of See the Stars. And the dam was a Group 2 winner as well. It's rated 82, so a maiden should be within its reach. It was third in Limerick last time out from a very wide draw, and it got the lead, and it probably done a little bit too much to get to where it did get. And it ran on well enough. It finished third only in the last 50 yards, and it was a nice bit back to the fourth. So I think there's a maiden in that. I'd imagine that would be 7-4 favourite or something like that. So we could double them too outside of York. So we'll be heading to York. We'll be going via Holyhead. We'll be going out the A55 onto the M62. And we have to pick up Life of Razor on the way. He has told us, I can't remember, but he said he'd tell us where to pick him up. And we're picking up Stephen Hughes as well. He's from Roscommon, and he's bringing a set of bagpipes with him to play a few tunes. And Devon Stein or Stain, and Martin Bowen, Paul Mack, and Brodie Nugent is supposed to be coming as well tomorrow. Now he's a little dogging, but he'll be wagging his tail for the people, and he's bringing a nice new little jacket with him, I was told. So tomorrow in the first race is a 1 mile 4 handicap for 4-year-olds. There's 11 declared. The last 8 runnings was won by a 4-year-old. You have to go back to 2012 for easy terms, a 5-year-old at 14-1 to win it. Willie Haggis last year won it with Illarab, a 7-2 favourite. It was a 4-year-old. There's 4 of the 11 4-year-olds this year, and Haggis has the favourite again called Gaassee. Its first run was only last September in Lingfield, and then it won 3 after that. It finished third first time out. It won a handicap in Kempton in December. It won by 5 lengths, and it was impressive enough. It's his first run on the turf, but similar to that horse yesterday, it shouldn't be a problem. So that it's a 5-2 favourite. Of the older brigade, there, Global Storm is a 5-year-old, is carrying top weight. He's 6-1, 13-2. It could be a good each way bet. To seem to have improved this year, it's rated 107, but it 2 runs in Maiden, in a handicap it beat Allenack, a good yardstick, when it was 101, and then it was third to Hookham in a Group 2. So back down a bit in class. Appleby is going well. He's a good strike rate in York as well. And there's a young Gosson there, Harry Davis, a jockey. He's claiming 7. He has 26 rides, and he has 7 wins and 8 places in the last 21 days, and he's 3 for 8, which is 37.5% for the trainer. So we can't overlook that sort of stats. He's a 5-year-old, so we could go a pint each way on that if the other one is too short for people, and maybe a small reverse forecast as well with the 4-year-old and the 5-year-old. The 225 is a 6 furlong race. There's 22 declared. Only 2 giant favourites, no outright favourite since 2008. There was a 7-1 giant favourite and an 8-1 giant favourite. Drawn close to either rail seems to be an advantage, but mostly high draws has won. 6 of the last 13 has been 4-year-olds, and 5 out of 13 over 9 stone. 2 carried 9 stone 3, 1 carried 9 stone 4. Bergerac is a 4-year-old trained by Kevin Ryan. It won on the Navesmire last September, 6 furlongs off 88. It's always an advantage to have won over the track. It was second last time, beating the nose in Newmarket. It's drawn in 16, so it is ticking a lot of boxes, carrying 8 stone 10. That's 8 to 1, pint each way. They're paying 6 places on that. There's a horse in that we backed last time and tipped, Wob Wob Wob. But I think Wob Wob Wob, he needs 7 furlongs. But maybe if they're going lickety split fast, that he might be staying on. But I think we might wait for him. Just keep an eye on him tomorrow. We'll wait for him till he gets up to 7 furlongs, or at least 6.5. 3 o'clock is the Duke of York Stakes. 6 furlongs, a Group 2 race. 4-year-olds won this, the last 5 runnings. There's a few interesting 4-year-olds in this. Dragon Symbol, it's his first run for Roger Varian. It's raced 113, a 4-year-old. It won its first 4 last year and was sort of controversially demoted from first in the Commonwealth Cup, with Campanelle getting the verdict. And it's his first run, as I said, after leaving Archie Watson. So you don't know what sort of form or how forward he will be, because they'll be thinking of the 2 big sprints at Royal Ascot for this fella. There's another interesting, there's 2 other interesting 4-year-olds. One is Happy Romance. It was second for Richard Hannon. It was second in Medan. But I'm not so sure about that for him. But I think the horse of this could be Minzaal for Owen Burrows. It's a 4-year-old as well. And it won the Gimcrack as a 2-year-old, and it was third in the Middle Park. And then it only had 2 runs late last year. I think it had an injury. And both runs last year, one was on heavy ground and one was on good to soft. So it's better on good or good to firm. And I think the ground is going to be on the, on the good side. So I think Minzaal could be, because Burrows likes to have them fairly fit first time out. So he might be the one tomorrow, and maybe a reverse forecast with Dragon Symbol. The Muzzadora is a Group 3. Frankie said wow about Emily Upjohn, so that's even money favourite. That probably should win. And the 4:45 is a mile 4 handicap. 14 declared. It was 4 out of the last 5 years won by 4-year-olds as well. So there's only 3 4-year-olds in the field this year, and Jim Crowley is an interesting booking for Obsidian Knight. And he might be the one. I think he's 11 to 2, 6 to 1, or something of that. So a pint each way maybe on that horse. That's Obsidian Knight. There's 14 declared in that last race. So with only 3 4-year-olds, the other 2 didn't. Now that's only what I'm going on because otherwise you'd be years trying to get to try and pick a winner. Anyway, that's me. I want to get this done and get it in the upload oven. There was good busy crowd on the bus this morning. Mixed grill was the order of the day, and for people that wouldn't know what a mixed grill is, it's sort of glorified breakfast with a lamb chop or a pork chop with a bit of liver with it. So it was too early for the people to have the beef or salmon, so that's probably for the dinner in the evening. So the cuisine is up and running, and we're looking forward to York for the week. So hopefully we will get a few winners. Mickey D for over and out. Bash the bookies.